welcome to Warblog. Today I'm going to play Guerrilla Attack Mali. I've done this a few times now, but the objective is really for these protesters to protest and destroy some government property buildings in this town in exchange. So that's their turn. Police obviously not too happy with that. Oh, look at that. A 1-to-1 and the police retreated. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so the Tuaregs have got some more irregulars coming in now. And well, that's that really. I mean, the protesters will now go into Goa. Yeah, but we got these guys. Well, so they've destroyed the government buildings. They've also destroyed this objective here. So the Tuaregs are doing quite well at the moment. Police are going to try and get these guys out again. And again, they lose. 2 1-to-1s and they lose them both. The police are really embarrassing themselves in that regards, but this is why they have military. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one of these guys up this way. I'm going to send at least one of them in this direction. Now I'm sort of tempted to send 2 in that direction, and that's that. So the protesters, well, the military's coming, but there's some irregulars here. These Tuaregs are going to cross the border to avoid this military. I'm wondering whether or not it's going to be worth moving into here and then attacking this unit with everything, basically. Although these don't have any factors against the military, so I won't use them. 5-to-1 and a DR. So the Mali forces are really being pummeled. Okay, we've got some serious units coming in now. So what they're going to do with the military is leave them there to recover, with these guys coming in. I think, oh, maybe not. Oh, I wonder why that happened. Sure, they both came from the same place. One of them has movement and the other doesn't. Okay, and I'm going to send one more of these units in this direction. But before I do that, let's just get these ones up here. I don't think I can get there at all. Okay. I don't want to do an attack now. Okay, well, these guys are going to move out. He's going to stay there. These guys are going to... difficult. We can at least evade the police. Not really. So I'll start putting some pressure on some of these other objectives. See, they're worth 6. Okay, that sort of pushes them up, forces them to sort of move over to him. Pretty safe in the desert there, pretty safe in most places, although he's going to, just in case, move towards the border. Now I could use these Tuaregs to take out these objectives, but I think that's cheating a bit. You can tell it's a new computer because I don't have my ad block on. Okay. So that's destroyed now, but we can at least defend that. I think defending it with 2 units might be worthwhile. I think here maybe I shouldn't have moved them. They were recovering, but at least they can recover there. What was that? I didn't press the attack button, did I? 7-1 in the DR. But the objective was destroyed. Okay, the Tuaregs. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do actually, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to take some units around through Mauritania and some other units through Niger to harass these, as well as sending some directly through. Just want to keep them away from the border so that when things do appear they don't get lost. Now what to do with these units? Probably pointless leaving them sat there. I think what I'm going to do at the very least is detach these protesters, send them because they're useless otherwise. It's going to be a 2-to-1, I think. An exchange. Okay, the Mali forces will have lost that objective. We've got a little more control over here. He's free to move. He needs to sit there another turn at least. So we've got these guys to worry about. And that should be a 5-to-1. No movement. We should be at 7-to-1. Yes. Okay, well, another attack. And a DE. But I just pushed them away. But they're at depression 7. We can't really move there, so that's that. But that was pretty good. We can maybe sort of focus on destroying that unit. I could put the Mali government ahead. Okay, well they're trying to move these guys along the border. He's going to cross the border if he can and try and recover. We destroyed that objective. Huge band Tuareg pouring through Algeria. And that's that. That's a shame. They're going to be worth about 2. They've destroyed that objective, but I still want to sort of counter these units. Now this unit is not up to much, so we could possibly use this police unit to contend with him at Depression 7 in case he does come across the border. They can probably take care of them. So it's moving through this sand dune that's difficult, and we can at least try and deal with him. Now, do I do a 2-to-1 attack there? I might as well give it a go. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, he hasn't moved. I could have sworn that he was on... well, I have to look at the video on that. I could have sworn that he was white, but I don't see any reason why he should be, actually. Or 1. Let's push them all out. Let's make sure they go across the border. Oh, and an eliminated unit. 2 eliminated units, that is. Okay. Well, might as well get rid of these protesters as well. Hopefully this will eliminate them. Eliminated 1, but not the other. Okay. That's that. Okay, there's lots more. Well, not lots more, but irregulars. So where are we going to send these ones? Well, I think again we're going to send one of them down this way. And 1 through here. I should throw a spanner in the works. He's going to at least try to recover, and he probably wants to go further south. Okay. Well, the protesters are going to move off. So we've got a threat there and 2 threats there. That's it, isn't it, really? 1. Oh no, there's him there. So what are we going to do with that him? Well, this threat over here is significant. He's on his own. So we've got him. Well, we've got 2 units to cater for that, so let's send him this way. Oh, that looks like some more irregulars have just appeared. Plus some Mali units. Okay, well he's going to continue his flank down here. Now this is looking all the more dangerous now. That's not easy to get to. So they're going to sit there, I think, for the time being. I think he's going to actually move back over the border. We'll sit them there. But we've got him as well. So we'll leave them as a group. We'll just leave them there and see what they do. Okay. So the Tuaregs have lost units, so the Mali government is sort of up to strength really. We can leave them there to face those. We've got a threat here now. Thing is, we can't afford to leave that open because they can just then shoot up this way. We've got these guys over here. This is where it gets stretched, but we've got this big stack here. We'll reinforce this unit here. Commit these in this direction for the time being. I'm going to pull these. I've got 3. We really don't want to be sort of leaving ourselves too weak there. Let's come out of these dunes. And pull back to there. And see if we can integrate those into a group to contend with that. These can contend with that. These can contend with that. Protest. Oh, I've decided that they could entrenched. So that's that. Okay, the Tuaregs. What do they want to do? See, the thing is, the objectives are all compressed in this little area there. Well, he's going to be as recovered as he's going to get, so at 5. They're going to be worth 5. We could, 1, 2, 3, we could get into dire, but we wouldn't survive. Or we'd be very lucky to survive. I think it might be worth splitting some of these up. Pushing on Anaphis and pushing into the dune area. And with the unit that's not doing very well, pushing him there, or even, I won't get to the dunes now, trying to threat Aragon. This is going to be a difficult one. I'm going to push him there because he could possibly get across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Burkina Faso, and then sort of from there threaten these areas. Okay, the Mali government turn. We've got a lot of units there. It's complicated because we've got to defend this flank here, to defend there. We only really actually have to defend this. We don't really have to go too far in. They can come in as far as they want. As long as we can get within. In fact, if I play this slightly differently, what I can do right, I mean, they're not going to get attacked there. Here, the problem is, though, there, I mean, that's a sort of a protective enclave. That's better. That's what I did. See, our objectives are all in here. But what that means is that the Mali government are essentially ceding all of this territory to the Tuaregs. So what the Tuaregs can then start doing etc. I mean, obviously it's not exact, but you know, if they're giving up all that, then it becomes a slight stalemate. But what I'm going to do to speed this up is I'll end this turn there, and I'll just sort of demonstrate, because now that, you know, if we assume that they're not contesting any of that, what we can do is then send the nomads. These ones are going to take a while to get there, back over the border, you know, untroubled, and then they can wander around here with this sort of stalemate, or creating this little protectorate zone. And obviously that, you know, they lost these, but to some extent you could sort of say that they're giving them up. I'm not going to play any more of that because it could go on forever as a sort of game of cat and mouse. I don't want to set a stalemate because I think have a think about it and sort of think, well, what does that actually mean? What are the implications of that? There could be other things that could be done. We could form this protectorate zone as done, but create a little task force that can actually go around attacking these Tuareg units. So it's not the end of it. All they really need is a reasonable size. I mean, there's 4 in there. I mean, there's 7, 8 in there, so they can easily get rid of at least definitely the motorised unit, or a small motorised unit, because once they're over 5, they can't be attacked. So, but they're only 4. There are 5. There are 5. So this is the only one that's oversized, but we could easily leave that, especially considering it's down there and we've got this little unit that could come in. I suppose there's Goa, but that's been damaged anyway, so that's that. So I think it's a sort of interesting scenario. I've played this 4 times now, and it's actually sort of still quite interesting. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to sort of start taking it. It's only half an hour video, which is quite nice. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if you think that you can defend better as the Malis or convert more as the Tuaregs, then sign up, give it a go, and see how you do. Speak to you later. Cheerio.